And when you look at the direction of Minnesota right now, me and you have had discussions regarding the new coach and Kevin O'Connell, the staff he has put in place. You have some familiarities with some of the new staff members there. When you look at the direction of the organization, man, how optimistic are you in regards to Minnesota being able to be a playoff caliber team this upcoming season based on the head coach, based on the staff, and of course, they're going to make some additions as well to the personnel?
Man, I thought that we had the guys I know we had the guys on the roster last year, especially the guys on offense, being able to put up the points that they've been able to put up, week in and week out. It was just situational football for us that just kept us from getting in the playoffs, in my opinion, especially early on in the season, losing 7 games by 4 less points.
Yeah.
So that was tough for us, and I think just getting a coach that just won a Super Bowl that has a great track record on the horizon, and coming from a winning program, coming from a program that seemed to thrive in those situations, especially in the playoffs. That last minute drive in the Super Bowl. The drive to get the field goal to put the game in overtime against Tampa.
Yeah.
And who they played in the second round?
They played Tampa. They play Arizona.
Oh, and I mean they play Arizona first round, so
Tampa second round.
Yeah.
Third round they played at home.
They played the 49ers.
49ers, yep.
Yeah, and 49, and just seeing those guys operating, in situational football. And I know the Wilf family wanted, a young, innovative, offensive-minded coach that can, get the ball in the right places, get the playmakers the ball in big moments, and having those guys thrive throughout the season. I think everything is in place now. Now it's going to come down to, as guys staying healthy, guys buying into the new system.
Yeah. And that was something you guys weren't fortunate with, health and COVID.
Right, exactly. Guys buying into the new system, coaches trusting his new players to be where they need to be, and just sticking to the strip, and because obviously you've seen it with the Rams. You've been around it, you saw the culture, you saw how Sean ran his day-to-day operation, and now you got an opportunity to do it on your own and see if you can, capture a championship as well.
Yeah, and some of the big news coming from Minnesota, Kirk Cousins got a new deal, basically a 1-year deal for $35 million. I think it's a 2-year deal, but this year he will be receiving $35 million. And I know some fans felt like, well, it's time to move on from Kirk Cousins, but this is how I feel. Don't complain about a problem if you don't have an answer. Right. If you let Kirk Cousins go, who do you turn to at the quarterback position?
Who do you turn to?
Yeah. Who do you turn to? I mean, is the answer currently on the roster? You try to finagle and make something happen by bringing someone else in. But they brought Kirk Cousins back, $35 million, had him on the show some months ago. When you look at the relationship that Kevin has established as an offensive-minded guy, what do you foresee happening with this new relationship with Kirk Cousins and Kevin O'Connell, especially when you look at the players that are surrounding Kirk on the offensive end?
I think, with Kevin having a relationship with, Kirk, back in his Washington days can definitely be, big for their, for their growth moving forward. Obviously we know they haven't been around each other for so many years, but, Kevin has a great understanding of what Kirk likes to do. Kirk understands, I don't think he understands quite how he wants to call the games just yet, because this would be his first time because I think he was his quarterback coach or quality control, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, when in Wash, I think quality control.
Quality control. So I couldn't tell you which one. So he really don't understand how he will call plays, but that's all through the process. But they have, a rapport with one another. So I think it's big, for him to step into this Minnesota organization and have a quarterback that he can rely on, a quarterback that can speak the same language that he does. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works out.
Yeah, and he was a quarterback coach in 2017, just one season with
Okay.
Kirk Cousins there in Washington. A